Morning. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for everybody for the organization of this event. I think it is important to have the opportunity to discuss this kind of thing. So what I'm going to do today is to try to bring back you to the 1970s, starting from, anyway, a story has to start somewhere, and we could start the story in the October 1973. In that period, a lot of signage like this one were appearing in North America and in Europe. So what happened in that kind of few months? There was an oil crisis, and it was an oil crisis which was not because of a decrease of availability in the oil resources, but was rather, how can I say, a crisis related to the inability of the Western countries and Japan to access the energetic and the energy resources, the oil in the Middle East to the degree that they were used before. However, the effects of this oil crisis, we can use this word, were very similar to what would have been caused by a real shortage in the oil production or by an increasingly obvious necessity of renouncing to the use of fossil fuels because of environmental concern. So we can think of the 1973 as a critical moment in which a lot of issues were brought to our attention. It was not the beginning of a new era. It was considered a kind, the 70s, a kind of small, negative period to forget as soon as possible. And a lot of the achievements that have been achieved in that period have been forgotten. So let's start from looking at the kind of environment we were, at least part of us, were part of in that period. The 1970s saw an incredible production of a new kind of board games. They were based not on buying and selling houses and land, but in finding oil